SNL decided to crack jokes about nerds. Well, I'd prefer to have more nerds and fewer dumbasses who actually think there are still WMDs waiting to be found in Iraq.
Later on C-SPAN, a panel of think tank nerds excitedly discusses some topic no one else cares about, followed by long, incoherent questions from even nerdier members of the audience. But now, we rejoin the hearings of the Senate Armed Services Committee, where U.S. Commander of Forces in Iraq, General David Petraeus, is about to resume his testimony.
The committee will come to order. The chair recognizes Senator McCain.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, General Petraeus, for your testimony here today.
I'm honored to be here, Senator.
General, as we all agree, the chief purpose of the surge was to give Iraq's competing ethnic groups a chance to work out their political differences and begin to form an effective government. In this regard, have they met any of the 18 benchmarks of progress we laid out a year ago?
Some. The Iraqi National Assembly finally approved a plan to extend its summer vacation by a month, so that's one. Also, the Sunnis and the Shiites have agreed on a formula to share revenue from embezzled foreign aid and bribes paid to government officials.
So the skeptics were wrong. Sunnis and Shiites can work together.
Excuse me, Senator. Senator, I apologize. Just now when I said the Sunnis and Shiites had reached an agreement to share all profits from official corruption, I failed to make clear this does not include income from arms trafficking, fraudulent passports, shakedowns of small business, or kidnappings of civilians by the Iraqi police.
Okay, and what about oil revenues?
That's all being stolen. Yeah. We're not sure by whom, possibly the Kurds.
Any other positive developments?
There's a new Sunni Shiite softball league. I'm sorry, Senator, that softball league was disbanded due to frequent sectarian killings of and by the players during games. It's now 2 rival death squads.
That's very good. I have no further questions.
All right, the chair now recognizes the junior senator from the state of New York, Senator Clinton.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. General Petraeus, I've listened to your testimony here today, and although I honor your service and respect your integrity, I must tell you frankly, what I'm hearing has confirmed what I and others who have opposed this war from the beginning were afraid of. That there is very little progress and no end in sight.
I'm sorry, you opposed this war from the beginning?
Of course. What do you mean?
What? I thought you voted for the war and supported it until you ran for president.
Who told you that? That's crazy. Everyone knows I have been against this war my entire life. The whole reason I got into public service way back in 1974 in Arkansas was to prevent our going to war with Iraq, in case anyone might one day suggest it. So when you imply that I was ever for this war, that's incorrect and a lie, and don't say it. Now, could I ask you a question about sniper fire?
Okay.
Would you say that sniper fire can often be very quiet and hard to detect? Especially on videotape?
I suppose.
I have no further questions.
All right. At this time, we will have a brief 6-second disruption by 2 demonstrators from Code Pink.
How much time do you have?
2 seconds. Thank you, Code Pink. The chair now recognizes this body's longest-serving member from the state of West Virginia, Robert Byrd.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. General Petraeus, some weeks ago, I asked you to submit on my behalf a proposal to the Iraqi government. Have those squabbly Mohammedans seen fit to act upon it?
They have, Senator, and I'm afraid the answer is no.
I see.
Senator, the Iraqi people take great pride in their history and culture, and they feel that the Iraqi National Museum of Antiquities should remain in Iraq and not be relocated to Wheeling, West Virginia.
General, my state needs those jobs.
I'm sorry.
Did you tell them about the ample parking in Wheeling's many fine restaurants?
I did.
Do they know we just got an Applebee's?
It's still no.
So, General, what you tell me is we fought this war for nothing.
I wouldn't say that, Senator.
General, I've served in this distinguished body for 119 years. The administrations of all but 6 presidents. In my entire career, I have never witnessed such a foreign policy calamity.
Senator's time has expired. The chair now welcomes a distinguished visitor, our colleague from the Foreign Relations Committee, Senator Obama.
I said
Will someone help him?
soon to be over.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, he's not on this committee.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman.
Listen, the guy's gonna be the next president. No offense. Go ahead, Senator.
General Petraeus, let me begin by saying I thank you for your service to this country.
Senator, I've read both your books several times, and I can't tell you how much I admire them.
Well, thank you. You're very kind.
Really, and I'm not just saying that because you're going to be the next president. No offense.
Whatever.
Now, both Senator Clinton and Senator McCain have also written books.
I know. I've read them.
And?
I'd prefer not to talk about it, Senator.
And I gather you didn't care for Senator Clinton's book.
I did not.
Why not?
General, you don't have to answer that.
No, Senator, I will. I thought it was badly written and way too long and extremely dull.
That's it? Just badly written and long and dull.
Also, there were a number of statements in the book that were clearly untrue, like that she was the first astronaut.
Anything else?
That she was the inspiration for the song My Sharona.
She actually claims that in her book.
Oh, yeah.
So badly written, long, boring, and filled with lies. Now, what do you think about Senator McCain's books?
I thought they were awful. Just awful.
No kidding.
Not as many obvious lies as Hillary's, but much more badly written. I was astonished.
How so?
Completely, utterly ungrammatical, dangling modifiers, double negatives, lack of agreement between subject and predicate, frequent use of non-words, whole passages that simply made no sense at all.
Just gibberish.
Exactly. It was like something written by a child.
Excuse me, I think you've made your point, General. I'm not a writer. Is the senator finished?
Just one last question, and it's about the war. Are you aware, General, that from the very start, I was against invading Iraq?
I am, and between you and me, Senator, you were 100% right. That's why I'm voting for you.
So am I. Me too.
Excuse me, I was against it also.
You were not. All right, that concludes these hearings. Before we adjourn, does the general have a statement he'd like to make?
I do, Mr. Chairman. Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
That skit was kind of funny, but it sure is sad that our government really is that pathetic and ridiculous looking.